1st August to 7th August is celebrated as World Breastfeeding Week. Everybody should know why this is celebrated and how it is to be celebrated. After observing for a long time, the incidence of breastfeeding has come down. The incidence of bottle feeding has risen. The incidence of other food else than breast milk has been rising. This has been a cause of concern, and babies have become sick out of it. Babies have not only become sick, they have become malnourished, they have become stunted, they are developing various diseases, and they are prone to various diseases. As a result of a combination of all these things, the child mortality rate increases. Therefore, it has been observed and it has been researched, it has been found out that the breastfeeding is crucial for mother and child health, and therefore to counteract the incidence of reduced breastfeeding, to keep our children healthy, to keep our mother's health good, the promotion, protection and support of breastfeeding is propagated, the message is propagated in the society. Breastfeeding is beneficial to both mother and child. The benefits of breastfeeding is that breastfeeding contains, along with various nutrients, rich nutrients, it also contains the disease preventing substance which is responsible for the prevention of various diseases. Say for example, ear infection, diarrhea, measles, pneumonia, meningitis, all these diseases, the incidence is much less in breastfed children. Breastfed children are adequately nourished, they are healthy, and they do not suffer so frequently from various diseases. Breastfeeding doesn't cost mother and father any money, it is readily available, it is warm and free of any contamination. That's a big benefit for the baby. As and when the mother wishes the baby to be fed, mother feeds that. Not only it is beneficial for the baby, it has got immense benefit for the mother. The mother loses fat, there is no chance of getting obese. In fact, breastfeeding prevents many cancers of women. It also prevents the incidence of diabetes both in mother and children. Unnecessary fat from the body goes out. The mother transmits the immunoprotective substance through breast milk to the baby, which is helping the baby not to suffer from many unusual diseases. As the baby is delivered, baby should be breastfed within first 1 to 2 hours of birth. That's the perfect time for breastfeeding. The first part of the breast milk is known as colostrum, and this is very rich in energy and immunoprotective substance. In fact, it is so helpful that it is known as the first immunization for the baby. Subsequently, within 1 to 2 hours, the baby's reflex is too high, and the baby, if left on the mother's abdomen, it crawls to the breast within first 40 minutes. So, breastfeeding is quite natural, and the good time to start breastfeeding is within first 1 to 2 hours of birth, and then it should be continued every hourly for the baby. Mother's milk is rich in calories, protein and fat. It is also rich in absorbable iron and trace elements and vitamins. Therefore, feeding baby with mother's milk is a complete diet for the baby. The baby should be, for the first 6 months of life, when the baby is fed mother's milk, it is known as exclusive breastfeeding. During this period, the baby should not be given any water, because if water or other nutrients are given like sweet water and other substances, even water, it reduces the appetite of the baby, and therefore the baby will not be interested in sucking the mother's milk, and maybe that it may affect mother's milk secretion and the baby's breastfeeding also. So, the right time of baby to be fed is to start it within 1 to 2 hours of birth, continue it up to exclusive breastfeeding up to 6 months of life, and along with complementary feeding, continue it for 2 years of life. Not that at dot it should be stopped till 2 years, but it should be as soon as possible, as much as possible the baby should be fed mother's milk up to 2 years and should be able to take complementary feeds beyond that.